Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Melrose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today, there's this really clear message coming through on the page in a few different places in a few different ways, and it's saying that, you can get more out of casual socializing with people that you like and love and trust than maybe you think that you can. That everything doesn't have to be so important in the discussions that we're having right now. And sometimes just hanging out and, bouncing ideas and experiences off of one another can help us gain some profound insight. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Tuesday, September 20, 2022. The Sun and Venus are in Virgo together just for a brief time now. The autumnal equinox is upon us. In a couple of days, the Sun will make ingress to Libra, indicating a big point of transition in our year as we move out of summer into fall. The days grow shorter and the nights grow longer until winter solstice, when the night sky dominates our days. So all of this Sun in Virgo, Venus in Virgo consideration we've been giving to whether things work, whether they feel secure, and how to make them so if they don't, it hasn't been wasted. We have needed this time to be prepared for the coming changes. The waning crescent moon is in Cancer, making ingress to Leo this afternoon. Waning crescent is the time of active decrease. While the moon is in Cancer, this may include releasing our attachment to being attached. Whether it's a friendship that makes you feel good about yourself, but in which you don't really participate otherwise, or a smug feeling you get when people figure out you were right and they were wrong, or a desire that the one you love should never, ever, ever leave your side. This is a time to notice what's not working in terms of the satisfactions we normally enjoy so that we can begin to leave them behind. Mutable earth and cardinal water, friends. Rivers have to start somewhere, often at the head of a spring that trickles narrow enough to step across. Where water initiates, earth is moved. Given enough time, it will create an organic and ever-changing channel as it continuously redistributes the soil. This is how we move things with our emotions. It is a slow erosion of ourselves as we thought we might be into something that looks more natural, more like who we are. Okay, friends, first let's take a look at what the moon is doing today. The moon side of the page has to do with our personal lives, how it feels to be us, and who we are at home. Here's the moon today. She really gets around that wheel, friends. At 3:25 this morning, Central Standard Time, folks, moon goes trine to Neptune. Cancer and Pisces, these are your vibes. This is a lighthearted, connected, dreamy kind of vibe that offers blessings when we follow our creative urges. Then at 7:58, also in the morning, moon goes opposite to Pluto, Cancer and Scorpio. When moon and Pluto make aspect, things come up. Stuff that we keep hidden, like secrets, fears, insecurities, they bubble to the surface. Pluto is trine to 4 different planets at this time, so I wouldn't worry too much about negativity, all right? Because perhaps what will come up will be something that you thought that you could never share, but having shared it, you find that it's less scary than you may have thought it was. Okay, and then at 10:57 this morning, Sun goes sextile to the void of course moon. Leo and Cancer, those are your vibes. This aspect indicates the quarter-lit waning crescent moon and signifies that we are in a working partnership with ourselves, with the people that we keep close, and also the people we work with out in the world. That void of course period today begins with that aspect there, and then it lasts another 5.5 hours until the moon makes ingress to Leo. Okay, so the void, of course, is a time when the moon is believed to come to us relatively unfiltered, giving us ease and clarity in accessing our connection to spirit. Take some time out to calm the mind and focus the intent, however you choose to do that. And then at 3:37 this afternoon, moon does make ingress to Leo. Moon in Leo often puts us in a place of feeling beautiful and fabulous. We're generous with our gifts and we glow when we receive praise. We just want to give and get appreciation. Fortunately, giving appreciation usually encourages some reciprocity. Then at 8:52, moon goes sextile to Mercury, Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. This is a friendly vibe, a good time to hang out and chat with people we like. Nothing too serious, you know, just low-key, building lasting bonds. And then at 12:32 in the morning, Wednesday morning, if you're still awake, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces, this is the perfect social energy. So also it's great for hanging out with people we like and for sharing about ourselves with others. And this is going to come into play when we talk on the other side of the page. So on the sun side of the page, and today at 3:11, Venus goes quincunx to Saturn. And Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius, we were here a while ago when Saturn was direct. This quincunx is about the balance of pleasure versus responsibility in our lives. All work and no play can really take a toll on a person's well-being. On the other hand, you can't always get what you want. A little bit of both ought to do it. Then at 6:05 p.m., Mercury's perihelion is Mercury's closest approach to the sun, which is very close because Mercury never gets very far from the sun. In any case, Mercury's retrograde in Libra is telling me that the spotlight right now is on habitual ways of doing things that aren't reliable or true to who we desire to be. It feels like flexibility is the lesson. Sometimes you have to change your course to get where you're going on time. And in terms of the ongoing column, we have this grand trine here between Venus and Uranus and Pluto. And it also shows Venus in opposition to Neptune, creating that nice kite shape that we've gotten used to looking at this point. Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces. There are some truly delightful surprises ahead of us, and some divinely guided opportunities for personal transformation are coming up. With Venus opposite to Neptune, it's like we're wide open to the gifts on offer. If something that looks like your ideal circumstances offers you a way in, please take it. Also, we still have the grand trine between the Sun and Uranus and Pluto right there, with the Sun opposite to Neptune, creating that kite shape. So, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, this grand trine is on its way out, but now we know from working with this energy what an ideal circumstance looks like for us. Plus, we've had time to consider the path forward and the shifts in perspective that are on offer. And then we have the T-square on the page. That's Venus's opposition to Neptune. Well, Mars is square to both of them, and we call it a T-square because if you bring it all back to the center, right here where we are, then you've got that nice T-square. All right angles, right? Well, not all right angles. Anyway, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, and Pisces. Again, we are in this loving and receptive mode. Venus opposite Neptune, especially to things that look and feel beautiful to us. Our devotion and our sense of romance are particularly enhanced in this position. And then Mars is here square to both Venus and Neptune, lending some initiative and a little heat to the situation, seeking to set us in motion. Meanwhile, Mars is also sextile to Chiron, Aries and Scorpio. This indicates a willingness to mend any rifts in our friendly or romantic relationships. Mars and Venus in their square over there. Mercury has been retrograde and it is currently in Libra. Take actions that show you understand where the imbalance lies. And then Mercury is opposite to Jupiter right here. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. We may feel somewhat bamboozled by all the positivity and options for change on the table at this time, like it's a trap or a trick, or it's all just too much to consider as we try to go about our daily routine. Moon makes positive aspects with both of these planets today, right there. And at the risk of repeating myself, it seems that if we are willing to gather with friends and discuss things in a lighthearted way, see how I brought that back? We may also gain some insight. Okay, so not everything has to be so serious, you know, especially Mercury is in retrograde, Jupiter is in retrograde. You know, the opposition doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just means that, you know, we're considering a lot of options and we probably have a lot of other stuff on our personal plates at this time. So go slow and keep it easy with yourself and others, okay? And of course, it is retrograde season. Uranus, Chiron, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury are all retrograde. All 7 of these planets are currently moving against the regular flow from our perspective. They're truly still moving in the regular direction, but since we're here in orbit around the sun, watching them in orbit around the sun, we make this mistake of thinking of them as moving backward. And this change in our perspective can bring about a need from within to reassess how we approach and use these planetary energies. It can be rough sailing right now with so much going on that we have to slow down and really pay attention to the details. Mercury's retrograde in particular may be experienced as things that actively cause us to slow down and have to focus on the tasks at hand. All that's just to say, please take it easy on yourself and the people around you. We're all in the thick of these perceived backups and reversals, and we're all coping with the turbulent waters to the best of our abilities. Okay, coming up on Thursday, Sun is making ingress to Libra, and that will be the autumnal equinox, 2 days from today. And then also Sun conjunct to Mercury perhaps will give us an advantage during the Mercury retrograde. And the new moon this Sunday in Libra will grace us with an opportunity to consider the present moment as we shift gears from active decrease back to planning increase. Okay, that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For the second half of this vlog, which focuses on bringing in further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Mel Rose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.